wanting to move through the wall. Doesn't want to overextend. Nukia already picking up Shazam. This becomes so difficult for Sentinels to hold on.
Hey.
G2 just keep on coming. With only one player taken down, this pistol is so going down. Wouldn't be the biggest of deals. He's got Coldamenta here to help him, just to make sure that they don't give away any unnecessary advantages. Great nade, Satchel to pursue as well. But you don't want to get too aggressive here, Tom. That could play right into the hands of the pistol, who are now right below him. Luckily, Nuke is able to deal with that. And
Bonus is looking incredible. They need tenz to go huge. Luckily for him, he is, well, I was going to say he's going to be able to dismiss, but Nuki already behind him.
Yeah, he caught him, got right up in his face as he came out and dismissed him. What was a very weak round for G2. Spectres for the most part, a Marshal and a Sheriff, and they've only lost the pistol yet again. But Zom's desperately trying to pull this one back.
Bypass the wall, but isn't able to connect the shots necessary. Mixo is actually going to walk into two players and completely whiffs. Luckily, Coldamenta is there with a triple. Again, looking like a relative. Yeah, of course, for Zoms. Probably just going to try and take one with him, die to the spike. There's no real value in holding onto the Sheriff. And
claimed by Nukia, who's still walking forward, looking for more victims and finding them. The nade onto the backside. And the Hunter's Fury, it will not connect for the kill, but the nade will. That is glorious for G2. 4 versus 2. And Sick can't even get a kill on the board. Again, it's Zoms left to 1v4 retaken. Oh, it doesn't look like he's going to get anything either. 4K out.
Start to make them hesitate a little bit whether they continue this push, but to be honest, they're continuing to find all the openers they could possibly need. They're just ripping apart this site. It may have been a stack, it may have been a flank, but well, G2 just get through it no problem.
This is an unbelievable start. I mean, Sentinels are looking hard nerfed. I wouldn't be surprised if coming out of this round, you get a pause out of this defensive side team. Yeah. Because I don't think I've ever seen them
position than what we've seen before. It does seem like tenz has started to be predicted quite often now by the side of G2, but with Mixwell falling, there seems like a chance, but Nukia's just on one today. Sick, as said, he's in a prime position to do a fair amount of damage, but now the showstopper comes through and catches him on the edge of the wall, leaving just 2 men standing for the side of Sentinels.
So well played so far by G2 and a 4v2 yet again. Dapper and Zoms, we've seen it so many times, but here's a successful start. Zoms left in the 1v3. Kellogg still low, but he has that operator and he has the angle. 7.
Yeah.
They worked so hard on improving their game. And so far, it's been working out for them in this series as well. Shazam connects to Coldamenta, though. That's the pick that they needed. He's got all the blades back up, and that's the difference maker in a round like this where they don't even have a rifle to play around.
Kellogg's already taking a lot of map control. I think Dapper will have heard him, so he's going to be wary of his flank and, oh, maybe not expecting Kellogg's to be that far forward. Sick needs to get something done, but he's going to hear the remaining players walking away. This could be a pretty big moment for him, but Mixwell's in the spawn. He's just sat all the way back, just ratting it as far as he can, and now they're going to try and put some pressure onto Zoms. Now, he popped his ultimate at the beginning of the round. Shazam will close out the lurk, but he needs to get something done here. Luckily, this weapon at close range, it can work.
30 seconds left as they dive on in, but they've already bypassed him. Going up above as well. The site is now theirs. The res on a Dapper might not mean much if Zoms goes down, and he will. Walking out of the Viper's pit and being dropped straight away. Man advantage no longer in their favor. Shazam wants to get the opening, but does he know that right up above is Mixwell, waiting to catch Dapper as he comes on through. There's the kill for Shazam, and Sick manages to save his life. Now they should have their first round, unless Nukia has got something to say about it, and he doesn't. Welcome to the scoreboard as Sentinels hit 1.
It took them quite a bit of time, and definitely one of the shakier rounds that we've seen for G2.
And he'll be on his way, because Sick has already been taken down, but there it is. Shazam trading it back, taking out the star player for G2 in this map so far. That could be a huge blow to the attacking side, but they have got the spike planted. Time is on their side, and as it ticks away ever faster, Sentinels need to make this B retake work. It hasn't been successful for them so far, but they haven't had this kind of weaponry in the past.
This is the Avova spot. This is one of those positions where he sticks in all the time. tenz on a late flank, he's been spotted. They're expecting him now, but could act as a bit of a distraction. And quickly, Sentinels just dropped 3 players. It's left all onto Mixwell, and his burst through the screen is not going to achieve anything. Another solid Dapper, a slight angle.
Oh, the Boombot gives away his position. He's being blast-packed, but somehow he's able to get a kill from that position. Still alive now as Sentinels gain the man advantage, and there's so little time left. G2 are just being poked and pressured, and by the looks of it, taken down. Avova somehow able to stay alive. He's getting the spike planted. Kellogg's has come in with 2, and all of a sudden, it's down to Sick. He has to clutch this one out. No idea where Avova might have gone. The wrap could be in play, and he's about to get peeked out by Kellogg's on the op. This is so tough. He needs an opportunity to take a duel and a close shot, but a whiff. Now as the time ticks away, Sick is taken down easily. They reposition him. Just about have caught them. Shazam's ready with the operator for a quick kill, and he's not even the point man on this round. He'll take first contact, but now it's all about buying time for Tenz's flank. And the question is, does anyone on G2 look back towards their spawn? And for now, the answer is definitively no.
Yeah, they've also stacked up the remaining players. There's even one watching into mid just to try and hold off the flank. This is being perfectly played at the moment by Sentinels. They have them trapped, and G2 have to try and fight out. Mixer, though, has been able to find one. And this could give them at least a little bit of space. The problem, though, is the spike is currently dropped all the way back towards tenz. So he's called for that little bit of extra support. Shazam, though, he misses his shot.
Yeah, he's going to be tagged up massively. Has to be so cautious about any future fights that he wants to take. Waiting for his teammates to rotate into position for G2.
30 seconds left.
Moving around to grab that spike's going to be pretty tough, and Nukin knows that he's about to run into a couple of players. tenz shutting him down. A third kill for that man in this round, and that pretty much cements the save for G2. If Mixwell finds an opportunity right away, sure, maybe. No res in play for them coming into this final round, and Kellogg's, he's forced back. He can't cover the plant, but we will have a Viper's Pit activated. That will buy them some space, but if Dapper can manage to find Mixwell here and grab a tag, that could have been huge. But instead, they're using it as a fake. They're running away towards the A site, just leaving Kellogg's here with a Bulldog in hand. He's going to try to shut these guys down.
Oh, this is just the biggest bait of all time.
They've
actually watched in mid as well. They think that there's going to be players. The only problem here could be that they actually get caught from behind. Nuclear, oh, he's going back! tenz is like, oh, I must be going towards the B site. Sentinels are completely lost in this round, and now he's going to go running through the spawn, and Nuclear's just waiting for him. This is glorious from G2, leaving just Dapper standing to try and pull off a ludicrous clutch.
And he will not even get a moment to think about that. Mixwell shutting him down, third kill of the round, and it's 9-3. Sentinels can push Shazam. It keeps on trading back in G2's favor. Sentinels need a big play, and with Zombs on 2 health, he's going to struggle to get anything done. Sick has to be the clutch man of the round. A 1v2, 10 seconds left, and very little that he can get done. Double digits out of it. Plant coming through. Avova has the flank, but it's being watched. tenz not able to connect Avova, even predicting the position correctly. Dapper up above. Will be slowed down, and Nuki is picking up doubles on the site. This is falling apart for Sentinels, an absolute disaster. Zombs tries to step it up, but he's so low he'll be dealt with easily, as will Dapper, and this is 11 for G2. Despite investment coming out of Sentinels, they get nothing done again. A spike plant, but at 11-3, that does not matter.
If Dapper, there's a good chance.
Still no plan, just a constant harassment of utility coming towards Sentinels. They managed to trade it back and keep the man advantage out of the hands of G2, but only for a moment. Shazam, the last alive, hunted down by Kellogg's to put it 12-3. This is an... Well, it starts out poorly with Dapper going down. That operator on range taking the kill. Mixwell might just have heard the drop. There's the distraction shot as he swings out wide. Sick is down. And, you know, okay, they might walk into the A site completely open if they go quick enough, but G2 have a 2-man advantage. They don't care about allowing a site take. They'll play the retake every day of the week.
They can afford to let this one go. Not really wanting to take anything too risky at this stage. A chance for what will be the biggest victory versus Sentinels on LAN on a map. Didn't have to think about that one for long, because they've only lost one other map. For now, though, Shazam looking to try and change that, but the trades come back so thick and so fast. It's left all onto tenz. He's giving it a damn good go, but down to 24 HP. He will heal up, and maybe he can keep them in it. It's him versus Kellogg's, the operator facing off against the Guardian, and Kellogg's will close it. A phenomenal... I'm excited to see it. Hopefully, we get a closer map.
Well, let's hope so. As we kick off the pistol here on Split, Sentinels have suffered a crushing defeat, and now they're looking for revenge. Nukia picking up the first to take down Sick here in the pistol. That puts a bit of a sour taste in Sentinel's mouth.
It's not going to be the greatest start of all time, but they are still going to take quite a bit of control, already pushing their way up the ramp and just having a little bit of a look on the flank. Just check no one's coming through so quickly. It's going to have to be a push forward from Dapper. He gets caught up by the nade, and Yuki's already found another.
Tenz, low HP as well, and here comes the blast pack. Ambitious from Mixwell, but he's got teammates to trade. And just like that, G2 continue if it comes to it. And with 50 seconds left, Sentinels have set a trap. They're waiting for G2 to run into middle. They feed right into Sentinel's hand, but nothing goes their way. These weaker pistols completely dealt with, and it's the long-range fight that they win out. Somehow Dapper outranges Avova. But I don't think he's going to get much more done, Tom.
He gets an ultimate orb. In fact, he gets two for the kill as well. So it's at least a little bit of something. He's waiting as well, and actually, it's the wrong answer.
That Reyna could be absolutely massive. To start this one out, keloqz goes down right away, but Mixwell's good for a trade. Problem is they're fully stacked up on this A site now. You only have Avova playing B all by himself.
Yeah, he doesn't have much utility available to him either. The stars already being placed means he'll at least be able to slow down the push from B main. And of course, the wall is not going to last long at all, so he'll just have to try and recall some of the utility that he already had just to give him an opportunity. Now, the Leer should be heard. This will pull one of the rotations, but Coldamentor is very far away.
The pull but no spam. This sort of sells the fact that he's not on the back site, and then he baits them in and takes the kill. Now as they come ever closer, he's good for his second. Avova holding this one down all by himself, and his teammates are rallying to his side. Avova has done a spectacular job of not giving away that advantage or the site control, and they don't even get to step on the site before they're taken down. Great answer. Split this push and just look to take down the Heaven players. Mixwell does exactly that, but Shazam, it's a beautiful right click to take him down. Sadly, no one else is able to answer up on the Sentinel side, leaving Zoms to fend for himself. They are coming up above, and he has nothing to do here with a classic. After he runs out of ammo, G2 pick up a fourth. They are... It does indeed, but for now, they're running right into the A side, and Nukia is holding up close. Phantom in hand, fades on out. Doesn't want to give more than the one kill they've already got, but Tenz creeps his way into the vents. Now he's going to rifle, but he hasn't got a life anymore. Nukia still going and farming up a third, possibly even the fourth. He gives that over to keloqz. Let him get some ult orbs. What a nice guy. With Zoms left alone, he can only hope to do some damage with the Sheriff, and he certainly has. Shutting keloqz was absolutely gorgeous, and we'll talk about that a little bit later on. There's no time because Sentinels are rushing in towards this side. Good trade to start it out. Coldamenta holding close still, only good for the one. The operator misses, and Tenz might just have shown up when they needed him. 3 kills out of this young man. But the problem is, even though they've ulted site, they don't have spike. It's held up above by Nukia, waiting for Tenz to come up the ropes. And he does. That is the spike retrieved, and what should be an easy plant and a very difficult clutch out of keloqz. The position he's in though, will they expect it? He's wrapped all the way through middle, come up behind them in B main. Sadly, he doesn't quite catch the jump on them. He'll have to give away his position pretty soon.
Yeah, they'll have worked it out by now. They're already clearing the back of the site. They've made it through to the spawn as well, and it seems like they have an incredibly good idea of where the last man of G2 is standing. Tenz has exploded into the server, but can keloqz ruin it for the side of Sentinels? Absolutely not. Tenz goes
forward. They are using a lot of utility to keep them out. The lockdown surely going to be a big problem for them. In fact, Sentinels are rushing onto the site. They're going to try to get out the other side of it, and they will. They've made it all the way through. Huge commitment from G2, and it sees practically no reward. The spike retrieved. Can Sick get out of there, though? Oh, no! Mixwell whiff, and that might just have given them the opening. Coldamenta not able to answer up when needed, and Nukia has to clutch it out.
1 versus 3, and he's not even going to get a second's notice. Sentinels he's not baiting a shot out of Shazam. Again, though, although the ultimates are one-off for a couple of them, I feel like they need to find something first before anything comes through, and Sick is just going to farm up a couple of his own, leaving 3 players remaining. Now, 2 of them aren't going to be at least in the right spot, but they're just being picked apart. Every duel being won by the side of Sentinels. What started off as a scary prospect going into their map choice now starts to look pretty good. We do have to bear in mind, Mitch, they are on the attacking side of Split, and we put this map over at least a bit to the defensive side.
Most raises here, and that means the showstopper is too. But with 20 seconds, they have no choice but to go. Here comes the showstopper. That's going to slow them down. In fact, it's going to pick off tenz, the difference maker in a lot of these rounds. 10 seconds left. They still need to deal with Avova on the site.
Oh!
And they've walked right past him. Avova somehow connected that second shot as well. He's got 3 on the board, and the round is G2's.
Will at least negate the turret for the moment, and Dapper is in a perfect position. They expect him, but they don't manage to find the kill. Now, the trade's all right, but this will actually spot out the luck. So for the remaining players of G2, they can actually stack up B.
Tried to make a little jump above the wall, see if anyone was there. Down close is clear. There's a Lear back sight. They know where Nukia is, but they still haven't spotted Koldamenta. They know he's around here because his turret was chiming off, and now in comes Kellogg's, with Koldamenta, Nukia backside, and Avova up in heaven.
Them back here. Again, it's going to be the split onto the site. There's Nukia at the backlines, but it's a kill out from Mixwell. He will come away with 2 kills, and it's left to Shazam, trying to hold on here. Another solid hold from G for them to at least try and slow down this push. And the problem for G2 is there's not a lot of time. They're going to try and take that elevated angle across, but it is clean from Sentinels, leaving just one man standing. Avova with 15 seconds left. This pistol has gone the way of Sentinels.
Oh. All right.
Okay.
Well, I guess Nukia's not going to do anything.
Yeah, no, it's there was an attempt for G2 to almost just go dark, sit back and go, okay, there's nobody here. With a spam through from Shazam, it's going to at least earn him a little bit. They don't even know the Sick is waiting in this corner. A spray down to farm him an extra few orbs. And now Kellogg's, if he can get an extra kill here, I'd say this is a success.
Yeah, definitely. It's just about doing damage in a round like this. That's why they've only invested partially.
30 seconds
You know he sure can do the damage if he's given the opportunity. tenz, in fact, going very aggressive. He's on top of the box. Another kill for Kellogg's. He's going out for more, and I mean, he gave a little bit of a haircut away, but tenz walks out looking fresh. It is 8 to...
Dapper just holding down a few crazy shots to connect, and... okay, Avova is on today. He will drop the Danger Man, at least in this round. With 45 seconds, there is still time for G2 to play with.
But if Kellogg's goes down here, that's the spike on the floor, and he turns at just the wrong moment. Shazam, with godlike timing, putting it down. 30 seconds left in the round. Spike to be retrieved, and Sentinels are starting to set up to punish it. Avova strikes at the right moment. He has a read on Sick, and he shut him down too. 3 kills for Avova, and he needs to find the 4th. With 50 HP, he's made the right gamble, going for the A site where the plant will be his. But Zoms is looking a whole lot healthier. Oh, if he put 1 star down now and got a pull off, he could actually win the round. But that's a little bit much to expect. The plant's coming in now, and we will have a 1v1 setup.
That's a fairly long rotation, and it gives time for a reposition. Avova almost has to take an off angle here, but Zoms almost definitely going to be predicting this aggressive play. It needs to be the headshot, and Zoms is going to close out the round. A big victory here for Sentinels.
Going out, they've got this site control, and there's nothing Sick can do with the Lear being up, but Zoms and Sick combine to take that double, shutting down the attempted push by G2 and making this next to impossible for them to get anything done, especially if tenz kept fragging like that. But with him falling, Kellogg's might have an opportunity, but he didn't expect that. I mean, how could you? Sick is just running at them, leaving Avova to clutch again, and it will not happen. 8 to 8. A weak buy by G2. They get 2 kills. It's acceptable. Now the split comes to fruition. Mixwell's back online with the res, and Avova is on his way. He is creeping close. He's hearing the steps. And he knows exactly where Dapper is. Avova, good for 1, but it's a trade out. Sentinels are keeping this competitive. Zoms has to make a big clutch happen. He's going to stop them from planting for just a moment. No, actually, he doesn't. It's a little bit too deep. He was hoping that this was going to be a plant in for main. Oh, the jump! Just the wrong time! But he still gets away with a frag. In fact, he has more HP than Koldamenta, and he wins it out. 3 kills for Zoms, a massive clutch, and Sentinels take the lead.
What? He had absolutely no right to win that after trying to jump off the back of the box. That is something that I think might come back to...
At least. tenz wants to push on forward. It's all a bait for Kellogg's to try and catch a frag, and that he does. But Shazam deals with him as well. Almost swell too. 4 versus 2, pistols in play, but G2 have gained control of the B site. And look at this massive rotate from Mixwell. Knife out, running through spawn. And he might just be able to get on there for a plant. It's all down to Nukia, though. How much can he get done? And a free kill. He can dismiss over there, confirming there's another player. Holding up in heaven, Dapper on his way through, but he'll get the kill. And now this is almost unwinnable for Mixwell.
Yeah, if he gets a kill, he has the showstopper, but Dapper's not going to allow for anything more. There was just a moment.
Oh, it's a little bit shallow, but the spams get him in the end. Good kill to start, wall across, and here comes the showstopper, looking at the backside, and tenz again, the victim found by that rocket. He is taken down, Dapper is too. Shazam doing his best to keep this one alive, but a shot through the legs as we will leave Zoms again in a clutch situation. But he won it out last time, managing to get a near impossible clutch on the board. This time around, things aren't looking nearly as doable.
And that's the one interesting thing about this current position. If I said to you, Midge, 6 rounds in a row, you're thinking, Sentinels must be rolling in it. So much cash, they probably can't even, they're having to just almost recycle things at this point, just going, oh, do I buy an extra pistol? Do I just throw a bit of utility away at the end of the round? Do I do that? Well, that's not the case. I think one of them had about 5,000 credits, but they had a lot of rebuys in some of these rounds. You had obviously the round where Zoms basically had to clutch it out and was the only one alive. And, oh dear, they've actually lost the operate difference with this purchase. Mixwell's just gone straight through, though. It just blasts back, and it might not have been as clean as money, but that was! Shazam's going to take 2 with the Blade Storm, bringing this round back into contention. There's also the res online, so potentially going to be able to use that while holding onto the angle. The wall doesn't block it. Luckily for tenz, he's going to be finding the shot anyway. Again, we find ourselves in a 2v2, but G2 do get the res off.
Yeah, it looks like Sick might be able to do the same. It's a risk, but he's going to take it. Dapper falls in the meantime, though, so the numbers stay exactly the same. Down goes Sick to the operator, and kellogg's hits in with the 4th. That is
G2 to farm up their ultimates. They're actually going to use the Cosmic Divide here, try and make them play on these closer range fights, and Mixwell is more than okay with that. Going to get up in the face of his opponent, and they are just wiping out these remaining players. The only one left is Zoms, and I think he might get caught out on the cross here, and Mixwell will find them the prime gaming flawless.
Into this one, and on the G2 side, this has worked out so well. Sight control and a deep nade out of Mixwell, but he won't be reaggressing into that operator. Kellogg's not playing the jet, he can't get out of there.
Wasn't able to escape this time. The Empress pop for Nukia. Kill will grant him his full HP back. Cosmic Divide, though, thrown through. And Avova, just before it pops, will manage to get the pick. They're going to try and sneak their way through, and on the other side, it's just awkward. He's blocking him on the other side. And Avova again. He's using these Cosmic Divides to ridiculous effect. Sentinels can do absolutely nothing, and it's left on to Shazam. Although he finds 2, there will be no
A site. Mixwell has been blast packing past this utility time and time again. Gonna go for the same this time around. Right by. No, he gets caught up. Zoms, good for 1. Sick trading from above, even in for 2. And then Shazam walks through, but he's taken down by kellogg's. This man showing up when he needs to. Plant on backside, and a 2 versus 2. Sentinels need to try and force this fight soon before Rez can come through. The right up close, tenz catches 1, but kellogg's needs to clutch it out. The Rez pulls 1 back online. Dapper has to take the fight, and that's information. It's all that kellogg's wanted. He just needs a 1 more bullet. Dapper, 31 HP, and Sentinels just about stay alive. 1 shot from Dapper, a headshot to put 11 on the board. A close round, and you have to say, G2, they came damn close, but they've got to run it one more time. And mine, and now they just need to hold on in the post plant. Sentinels moving together through garage. Sick and Dapper, the players that need to clutch this out, and they've both had their rounds. Dapper in this one alone has been fantastic, but there's no utility to play with here, Tom. It's all down to aim duels on both sides of the coin. And the time is so low. They need to make a move. They need to find a kill soon, find some space. Sick is taken down. It's all up to Dapper. He's going in for the stick, halfway at least, ready to take the fight up above, and Coldamenta's shut down. He's almost got it, but they push at just the right moment. 13-11. G2 have won the series, and Sentinels are dethroned. At long last, G2, the Kings are back, and this is their town.
Truly unbelievable. We have never seen this team lose on land.